Hey, welcome back to the channel. So glad to be with you and have a little chat. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy September 13th. How is it possible? I got to work next Tuesday, but my buddy was trying to make plans to go to this concert, and it would have been September 19th. And man, September is just flying by. It really is, and time is just flying by. Summer flew by, right? And as August approached and then came and went, you start really focusing on what's next, and that's fall, that's autumn, that's the end of summer. And in January, I believe, I put out a video called How to Deal with the End of the Holiday Blues, because that was something that I was going through a little bit. You know, I bet you it hits some people other than myself, that you get this whole big ramp up for 2-3 months even. You know, people start the holidays so early, and family and friends and food and shows and music and gifts and blah blah blah, and it's all good. Try to enjoy it the best that we can in our own ways, and then it's over. That's it. So, but you had a good time, and okay, what's next? You got to kind of look forward, and I think that's the point of this video as well. So this video is going to talk a little bit about how to handle the end of the summer blues, and that is something that I also have to a bridge that I have to cross as well. I'm starting to get ready. I'm getting mentally prepared, and these are some of the things that I think can help me and help you have the best fall ever. And I think it really is a real thing, right? Seasonal affective disorder, which the letters are SAD, S-A-D. Oh my God, it's Memorial Day's here, and then July 4th is right here, and then August 1st is here, and okay, football is going to be in a month, and pretty soon it's going to start to get cold, and you're anticipating those cold days. But focus on the positives. First, focus on the summer, the good things that you had. And I remember being maybe a bit down, maybe a bit tight, if you want to call it. I can just remember you get in the cold central New York weather, and you kind of just stiffen up a little bit, and you kind of crunch down a little bit and tuck your head in a little bit. And I remember walking my kids to school on a bitterly cold day, and I've told this story before on the channel, and the wind's blowing, and all of a sudden my daughters are like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful outside right now. This is great, and this is the best day ever. And I figured, why can't we have the best day ever no matter what? Why do we have to go through this cycle of seasons affecting us, when that shouldn't matter? It's our own response to it, right? It's not the season, it's not the day, it's our perception of it. How do we perceive it? So we can perceive it to be the best day ever. We can find beauty in it and joy, and take it as it comes. So these are some of the things that I'm looking forward to this fall, to embrace the change. And what can we enjoy with autumn? We can enjoy the holidays starting to get kicked up. It's going to be October here before you know it, and then Halloween, and going to the spirit store with the girls and checking out the costumes. And I think Thanksgiving is probably everyone in my family's favorite holiday, turkey dinner and family. I can look forward to apple crisp. We're going apple picking this Sunday. There's lots of orchards around here in central New York, and the weather is still quite mild, and there will be football on, and I will request apple crisp. Pumpkin spice coffees, something that I look forward to every autumn, and I have to hold out until I waited till September 2nd this year for the first real college football Saturday to enjoy a pumpkin spice coffee. And it's, I build it up so much in my head that I drink it. I'm like, okay, this is good, but it's a little sweet. But today I figured I would get this for research purposes only. It's good. What else? The changing leaves is always a beautiful thing. Hopefully the leaves change where you are. So apple picking, like I said, we're going to go do pumpkin picking. There's great pumpkin patches around here. And you kind of go pumpkin picking in October, in mid to late October, right, or early. And there was one year when my kids were born, October 1st, I should say, and they were not able to go pumpkin picking because they were still in the NICU. And so we had to go pumpkin picking without them. And we thought, wow, this is going to be fun to do this with our kids one day, when they can get out and they get a little bit older. And so you can never take it for granted, right? Pumpkin picking as a family, getting the big ones and hay rides and corn mazes, which I don't love because I get lost in them, and apple fritters and the farm animals running around and just cool stuff. What else? Football, I already mentioned, Saturday and Sunday afternoon footballs. It's good sleeping weather. Maybe not showering after work. Usually I'm a sweaty mess at the restaurant by the time I get home, but you get some really cool days and kind of just nice and cool, and you can just get home and plop right down and you don't have to waste time showering. You can smell like chicken parm, but that's fine. What else? Board games inside. I feel like, especially when football is on and the weather starts to get a little bit colder, yeah, you're going to be out and about, but on those Sunday afternoons when football's on in the background, break out some Monopoly or Guess Who or any other of the board games that the kids have. Getting mums, putting them on the front porch is always fun. The Halloween baking shows on the Food Channel, Food Network, that is really good. I love all that stuff. Maybe watching a scary movie. It takes a lot for me to hype myself up to watch a scary movie. I just saw that Nope was a scary movie on, I think, like Amazon Prime. Maybe I'll check that out. But great TV shows usually come back in the fall. New wardrobe, right? So you can put on those long sleeve shirts and the coats and the boots and hats and scarves and jeans. I can't remember the last time I wore jeans. So you get to break out those clothes or maybe get yourself something new. Have a trip lined up. I think that's really going to help with the end of summer blues. We always plan something for Columbus Day weekend since the kids and the wife are off on Mondays and it's our anniversary weekend, and that's always fun. We're going to go to Universal. We've never been this February. That's something to look forward to as the seasons change. There's still a lot of time to get as much sun as possible, and I even think it's good to get as much sun as possible, even on those cold days when the sun peaks out. Get sun, soak up that vitamin D, declutter, get your ducks in a row, get ready for the season. I don't know. My wife just went to town on the kids' kind of playroom and took all their 2-year-old artwork out and blah, blah, blah. And we're kind of starting fresh with new art this year and kind of like a little big girl theme coming up as they become 10. And we're ready to start anew into that room. New hobbies, new activities. I'm starting to enjoy my records a little bit more, even on a non-selling basis. I actually am inspired to maybe start reviewing vinyl records and digging into their backstories and learning a little bit about the members and what or who influenced those musicians and maybe what those musicians influenced in the future. Maybe even just doing a regular music review channel and having it as a sister channel to this, as kind of just that can maybe complement each other. I've been thinking a lot about that scene in Almost Famous where the sister is leaving, I think in 1969, and she has the younger brother, which I think is Cameron Crowe, supposed to be, and she goes, "Look under the bed, it will set you free." And that's what we're trying to do, right? Break free. And the kid goes under and pulls out the bag, and there's 10 different albums in there. The Beach Boys, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell. Music can set you free. So I'm dabbling with something like that. It's been in the back of my head now for a week or so. So that's a new activity, a new hobby I might dive into. Of course, eating healthy and exercise is going to make you feel good. Trust me, I've seen both lately. I felt good, and then there's been times where I haven't felt good. So I want to make sure that I keep up. I'm going to exercise later today, but I can't outwork my diet, so I definitely want to eat good and feel good. And then last but not least, if necessary, get help. It's okay. There's places that you can reach out to. There's people that you can reach out to. I might have got lucky to snap myself out of the funk that I used to get in sometimes during the winter. But you know, there's a lot of help out there if you choose to accept it. So I hope this video finds you well. I hope this video sets the tone for a great autumn and also sets the tone for a great rest of your day. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know any activities I might have missed, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Break free.